Hey, yeah, so on the screen here, I have a visual representation of my voice right now. So, maybe what your sister was like referring to was something we call the harmonic series. So, if you play a piano keyboard tune thing, or like a guitar, or like virtually any other sound, then what we get is something called the harmonic series. Mm, you see these lines that are going up and 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 up, right? So what we tend to hear weight as is energy surviving up into these high parts of the sound spectrum. So if I go for like an off sound maybe and go kind of quiet, you can see that energy kind of disappears really quickly, right? But if I get really loud and like really heavy with that, you can hear that and see that there's way more energy up here, right? So what we need to get used to normally, or like focus in on for most people, is kind of like learning to juggle the kind of the mixture between these two variables. So maybe something to do would be like target maybe like 150 to 180 or 220. 150 is maybe a bit low, so maybe like 160 to 220. So maybe somewhere around there. Right? And see if we can kind of like find a soft sound there. Right? That sound I got to there is plenty soft enough. Yo, 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 yo. Right? To find a femme quality. If I was to speak like a robot here, I don't think that anyone would think this is like a guy robot. Right? But what we want to do is see if we can kind of like find a prompt that gets us there, or find kind of like a way of practicing. So something that some people kind of find that works is like a ghost sound. Ooh, ooh, yo, 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 yo. Right, and all I'm doing there is just modifying resonance afterwards. So as you can see, there is some energy kind of like position change as I shift resonance, but we're not seeing like this underlying sound change all that much, right? We're just here seeing parts of the spectrum that are popping out stand out more, right? Better sustained. So we can see the effect of resonance even outside of what's going on with voice. What I've got on my phone here is a noise generator, and you can see that if I kind of change the shape I'm holding my mouth or throat in, we can see that the energy kind of like changes where it's situated at. Right? We can see that as we kind of like play with it, we can see that the energy is kind of like bunching up in different places. So that was kind of like, for example, and that was like, so kind of like a gradient in terms of gender there, right? We can hear resonance affecting different sounds too, like let me see if I can find the thing that I was looking for. So familiar tune, I assume, hopefully, maybe, perhaps, right? But we can hear the effect of resonance change in this as well. So I'm just going to do a kind of like whoa, whoa kind of like motion with my mouth. So it's a little bit easier maybe to make it sound speechy, but right, we can hear the effect of resonance change kind of regardless of what sound we're putting in initially, and resonance is related to kind of like how we hear vowels, and it's also related to how kind of like high or low, or like how full to hollow, or whatever metric we want to describe it with, people hear a sound, right? So ah versus same pitch, drastically different sound quality, drastically kind of different gender presentation. Ba, 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 banana, banana. Right, same pitch. Little bit of drift to tail off at the end there. But yeah, hopefully that kind of gives us some ideas, or like contextualizes some of that stuff. And does voice count as a special interest? Possibly, but we don't need to worry about that.